So, Colton Herta, someone who has very much been linked with a Cadillac racing seat next season in Formula 1. He's a guy that has done pretty well in the IndyCar Championship. He's young, he's American, he's exciting, he's everything that a potential American team would want in Formula 1. And one of his fellow IndyCar drivers and a former Formula 1 driver, Marcus Ericsson, has come out and said that Herta is good enough for Formula 1. Let's have a look at this guy's full article on the F1Chronicle.com as always. Colton Herta is good enough to race in Formula 1. That is the word from his teammate at the Andretti team in IndyCar, former F1 driver Marcus Ericsson. The Andretti instigated Cadillac team entry for 2026 has made it clear from the start that Herta, who is 24 years of age, is the clear favourite to represent America from the F1 cockpit. From the beginning, the team has considered Colton to be one of the main drivers. 1978 world champion Mario Andretti has confirmed, and of course Andretti is going to be a crucial part of the Cadillac racing entry for 2026. Experienced drivers like former Sauber driver Ericsson could then be a likely option for the other seat. They have asked me to fly to England to try out different simulators, the Swede told Viaplay. I will give them my opinion so they can choose the right model for the whole organisation, including Formula 1. Ericsson and Herta have often clashed on and off the track at times during IndyCar, but Ericsson thinks his teammate is more than good enough to thrive on the F1 grid. I think he even sometimes doesn't know himself how he can be so fast in certain corner combinations, he told Speed Street. He's just got that feel for things. When he gets into the zone, he can just do things with a race car that very few people can do. So he's definitely up there as one of the best teammates I've raced against. Well, very high praise there from Ericsson. Yes, they definitely have clashed at times on track, to say the least. But, you know, game recognises game, respect recognises respect. And yeah, Marcus Ericsson was, I think he was a decent driver in F1. Not amazing, a bit like a Guan Yu Zhou type, you know. Solid, dependable, not amazing in terms of speed overall. Didn't really get shown up that much by Charles Leclerc in the same car in 2018, although Leclerc was better. So, you know, I feel like his opinion's important there. I'd be shocked if Ericsson comes back to F1. He's been in IndyCar for a number of years, and again, he's done all right. He's been solid and dependable relatively, but he hasn't lit the world alight. But in terms of F1 pace, you know, Herta is a lot faster than Ericsson. You know, he's the better driver than Ericsson. In terms of the experience seat, because Andretti always talks about, Mario Andretti that is, always talks about an experienced F1 driver and a rookie to F1, but an experienced IndyCar driver. That experienced IndyCar driver should ideally be Colton Herta, as long as he can get a super license. If it's not going to be him, it could well be someone like Pato O'Ward. I think McLaren would be keen to see him come over from IndyCar to Formula 1, and I think they could facilitate that if they wanted to, of course. Now, in terms of Herta, I mean, again, it's just all in the super license points, all how he performs this season in IndyCar as well. If he has a bad season in IndyCar, he could lose eligibility for super license because it's like a 3-year rolling thing, basically, I believe anyway. So, I mean, this is the thing. It's impossible to say how he would be in Formula 1. We don't know because we've never seen him, and even in the practice sessions, so we don't know what he'd be like. And for my money as well, I don't think it'd be Ericsson as the experienced driver. I think that'd either be Valtteri Bottas or Sergio Perez if Perez wants to come back to F1. Bottas definitely wants to come back. You know, he's sticking around as a reserve driver for Mercedes, of course, this season too. So I think Herta, as long as he meets the super license requirements, I think he's a capable driver. How will he do in F1? I think he'd do okay. I don't think he'd kind of light the world light, a bit like Ericsson has done in IndyCar, of course. So yeah, it could well be. I don't want to say it could be another Logan Sargent situation, but it could be, and we don't know. We've seen drivers from America come to Formula 1, and it'd be a massive success. I know they're not American, but Jacques Villeneuve came from IndyCar back in the day, as did Juan Pablo Montoya. But when was the last guy to come from IndyCar or NASCAR or another American racing series and go to F1 and make it and do well? I think it was probably Montoya, wasn't it? You know, since then, we've had the likes of Scott Speed and drivers like that, just Alex Rossi, not really do too much, really, which doesn't help the cause. But hey, you know, give him his chance. I want to see it. I'm interested to see how an IndyCar driver does in F1. But what do you guys think? Is Herta ready for F1? Is he good enough for Formula 1? Your thoughts in the comments below as always, and we'll see you very soon for some more F1 content just like this on the F1Chronicle.com. Like, share, comment, subscribe as always, guys. Have a good one. See you soon.